So everyone, this is Henry. Today for this video, I'm going to be talking about the conventions that I've been to, my top favourite ones, and it's the ones the conventions that I really enjoyed from either from this year or even last year or year before. Like the ones I've been many cons for the last couple of years now. It's just fantastic. It's insane actually. So basically, I'm going to be explaining that, you know, a bit of my top favourites. So I'll be talking about like my 10 favourites, and also the after the top favourite ones, and I'll go to my future dream conventions that I want to go to as well. So so yeah, I'm going to explain that. So it's first off, I started the conventions like since 2013, back in MCM Glasgow Comic Con with the first debut of the grand opening. So that was my first convention in that point. I didn't cosplay that time, but I did cosplay after, say, that con was done. So, but it was interesting. There was a great experience on that point for that in that kind of year, from the beginning of it. That was like my first debut of it. So, but yeah, I'm going to explain more about MCM later. First off, I'm going to explain the top 10 top 10 of the conventions that I've been to, and then the ones I liked, and I'm going to explain it as well, and also what my thoughts on it. And after that, I'm going to explain my future dreams conventions I want to go to and the reason why as well. So, but yeah, let's get to it. In no particular order. So there's like the top 10 of my favourite ones, but there's no particular order. So, and then I've already wrote down my sheet just to make sure, but because otherwise to explain it and stuff. So, because obviously this is like serious for me, and obviously it's my opinion. So, hope you guys are going to enjoy watching this. So hopefully, first off, in no particular order, Cos-Con in Glasgow, 2016 from last year. Basically, that was for Cos-Con wise. I knew there was something special for them. I think it started since last year, or maybe somewhere along the way, I think. But the convention of that it was interesting. It was like well chilled out, calm, like you know, easy convention, I would say. So I did enjoy Cos-Con, no doubt about it. I enjoyed it from Saturday and Sunday convention of it, so because they do like a 2-day of it, and it was in Glasgow, one of the Glasgow universities. I think that was the first time they did it in that point. I know they did one for Cos-Con North in Aberdeen a couple of times. So I couldn't make it in that point, but I decided to go to Glasgow one when they announced that in that time. So I went to that, and I actually quite liked it. You know what I mean? So I cosplayed like Pokemon Trainer Red and Zexion from Kingdom Hearts as well. So I quite enjoyed it, and then it's so easy chilled out con as well, just to see the others and, you know, the stalls, and seeing my friends and doing photo shoots and stuff. So it was pretty cool. It was good to see my friends and stuff, and it was good to see meeting people as well, and it was good to meet up with Tom and Alistair Watson as well. So because they run the Cos-Con, so hopefully they'll be watching this. So I just want to give a shout out to them that, you know, I hope hopefully they'll bring more to it as well, and hopefully I'll make it to Cos-Con as well. I know they did a really good job as well, and you know, I knew hopefully there was something special for them now, because I can tell there's something in store for them now. I mean, so I like the after parties as well. I remember being a couple of times. It was fantastic. It was good to see them, and it was good to see the rest of my friends along the way. And also, like, they did a really, really good job. I know it's a really hard work for that con and for them as well, for, even the crew. But I know, like, they work so hard so much on it. But we all myself and some of my friends and other people there that to support them as well. We're willing to help them along the way. So, but keep going by way for the Cos-Con. So, because hopefully I'll try and attend to that con more. Hopefully, even the one trying to go up to Aberdeen North at some point, I don't know. I'll see what I could do, because obviously it's just, sometimes it can be hectic with some cons that were in the exact same month, and then almost like the weekend each other and stuff. It's insane. But yeah, that's one of my favourites of the Cos-Con, I would say. So the next one, filming Comic Con, which it used to call Collectomania, which is in Glasgow. It was back in 2014, and that time what they called Collectomania first, and then before they changed the name to filming Comic Con Glasgow. I went there for the first time since 2014. I think my friend David or some other mates of mine convinced me to go, and then they kind of invited me to that point, and I decided to go for it, because obviously I went to 2 days at that point, and I tried to see what it looks like on Saturday at that point. This is back in 2014, by the way, so guys. So I went there for the first time Saturday. I didn't cosplay that time, so I decided have a look. I guess, and see what it looks like. It's great, and it's like not as bad. It can be really, really busy. It can be like really crowded with people, but I wasn't so sure if I liked it or something like that. But it's the way how the con is at that time. So, and then the next day I cosplayed at this time on Sunday. Basically, what happened is that before I cosplayed that, and on that day I showed up, I had two of my friends, hopefully they might watch this, Kimberly and my friend Callum as well, so two of my friends of mine, and basically they asked me on the social media message saying to me before that day, they're asking me, are you coming on Sunday? And I was like, yeah, I am coming on Sunday, definitely. And then they were asking me, can you cosplay Monkey D. Luffy for us? And then I was like, yeah, well, why is that? And then they were saying, well, we just needed to do like a wee photo shoot together and stuff. And then I was like, alright, sure then, because I know they cosplayed One Piece before, so so I showed up as Luffy, okay, which is alright. I was nervous. I met up with the group of friends of mine, like Kimberly, Callum, Danielle and David, which is great. And then I had no words when I showed up with my costume. Basically what happened is that Callum and Kimberly told me that by we were on a masquerade, we signed up for it for the whole group, and I was like, what? So I was literally shocked. So I was a bit rage and shocked, but then I wasn't ready that time, so I was literally shit myself up that time. So but I do respect them, so because I've known them for a long time, and I wasn't too happy at that point, but they told me that, come on, you gotta join us, man, so it'll be fun. And then I gave it a go, but I told them that you're gonna end up regretting it later on, so for doing this to me, but they said to me it's worth it, but they can tell on my face that I enjoyed it and stuff, but I did enjoy it since after that. And after that time I went 2015, and I enjoyed it as well. I only went Sunday, I think, instead of the Saturday, because it was so bad. It was so badly busy and crowded. So I was working in that time, so there's no point me going Saturday. But I was on Sunday there at that point, and then I quite enjoyed it at that time. So it was interesting. It was really, really interesting that filming Comic Con Glasgow started growing. Because obviously I was there, and then I've got a few friends who have been there more times than I do, so I've only been there twice. So, and then the rest of my mates who have been there many times, I guess. So I quite enjoyed it, so I'm thinking try and go back again. I know this year I wouldn't be going back, because obviously that's me missed it twice now, I would say, because I missed it last year, and then I'm going to miss it again for this year around. So, but I'm going to try and come back again next year, I guess, because I know there's like a school holidays that weekend, usually during August and stuff. So I'll see. That depends though, because like at the end of the day, I'm not bothered with filming Comic Con, but I do like it. I really do. Since at the beginning on that year 2014, I wasn't so sure, I guess, and then once I gave it a go that years ago, and I was like, okay, I gave it a go. I actually really enjoyed it. So, oh man, but yeah, I did really enjoy it though. To be honest, I really did. So, but I'll see what I could do when I go back. So, and the next one I'm going to talk about is Auchinawa, which is the last. It was the last convention in that point, back in 2014, and that was that year as well. So I get told that that convention has been running for many years before I got into cosplay and the community and the convention as well. So, and I'm glad that I went. To be honest, Okinawa. Basically, Okinawa is like a private. It feels not. I wouldn't say a private convention. It's like it's a 3-day convention, and it's like a small, like it's like a well chilled out, like people that you know, and then just hang out with each other and stuff, and also like to catch up with folks and then meeting a couple of new people along the way, which is great. And Okinawa was like the 3-day convention first experience I ever done. I really enjoyed it at that time. I do miss my friends since after that. Well, it's one of my favorite moments would be there's a Vocaloid concert in that point on from during Saturday night, I think, and then the after party as well. I actually enjoyed the Vocaloid meet because it was such a really good experience. Even the music for the Vocaloids, like Hatsune Miku, was it Rin, and then I can't remember a couple of other names as well, but it's great though because I really enjoyed the tunes of it, and then being with friends of mine with glow sticks and stuff, dancing and enjoying ourselves and having a good time, and it's just really really good banter. I mean, so, and then even the after parties as well, and catch up with folks, and then also like spending my money at a couple of dealers and watching the masquerade, and then just generally going through the events and stuff in Okinawa at that point. So like there was a panel show, there was like a cafe, and then so on and other things. So it's really great, and it was really great to catch up and just doing some fun jokes and stuff. And I really had the really good photos of memories at that time, and also like the videos I still have it, but I've not watched it back for a while, and then you know it was like a first experience. You know, sometimes I don't want to watch it. I mean, so sometimes because sometimes it's quite horrible when I look at it, but it's just that, like it's just that because it was my first time to experience it, and then once after it, and then just like I've kind of grown more skills and confident enough to making videos and stuff now. So, but yeah. I do miss Okinawa, I really do. It's a shame that that was the last convention in that year of 2014, because I'm sure they did it a couple of years ago, way back in like 2011, and all the other years at that time. So it's a shame that It's a shame that they come to an end, but I do miss the Okinawa though, because it was such a really good con. But memories will live on because I remember these kind of moments. So. But anyways, next one would be Granite City Comic Con. So Granite City it was back in Aberdeen 2015 that time. So it was like 2 years ago. Basically that was like a first debut, I would say, like a first trial. So it was interesting. So I went to that con with myself, David, Amy, and Scott Martin. Martin, I think it was at the time. We were so excited to see what it looks like. It was actually in one of those sports buildings. That's where the con was held that time. And when I went there for the first time with the others, it was interesting. It was so crowded. It was like free to get in. It was obviously the first trial for one day for Saturday. Basically, what happened is that it was like over 1,000 people in a queue lining up, and it was insane. Me and my friends, we got in there in time. We got inside the convention in time as well, which is insane. It was a good con when I think about it, but I knew there was something, even though it's really cramped, and then it's buzzing craziness. I know there's like some certain people out there, and I think a few of my friends they're not too sure about the con, but in my personal feeling of it, I did enjoy it, to be honest, right? And then I think I knew there was something special for that con, so ever since I stepped in there, speaking to people as well when I did videos for that con, and then the people from the crew of the Granite City, even the members, I think they seen my video and then they really liked it, and I was just like, whoa! I just did it. I just did it for the fun of it. I did it for not for just for the sake of it and just showing off. I just did it for the experience of my life, and just to share it for you guys, and it turned out really well, and then I didn't expect it. So for Granite City, after that year of 2015, I went back last year, 2016. It was held in another convention, another different area, which will be in the Hilton Hotel at that point, and I was there at a time for the full weekend just by myself because none of my friends from Glasgow couldn't make it, so I was like, okay, I'll go. And then I know the people who live in Aberdeen that time, so it's they supported me, that they're willing to look after me, I guess. So, and then also make sure I'm okay. If there's any problems, I usually just message them and stuff. It was great, and I did enjoy it. I really did. And also the con for that time, it was improved, and I did enjoy it. Like, they had the dealers, the panel, they had the masquerade as well, and they did have a few things, which is great. And I managed to catch up with a few great friends of mine, like Rebecca, Katie, Samantha, a couple of new guys as well, and then I met Craig, Jack. It's just, I met really great friends along the way. It's just genuinely, it was just amazing. And then I was cosplaying at that time as well. I cosplayed I cosplayed Code Geass with Lelouch, and I cosplayed Zexion from Kingdom Hearts in that year. It was great. It was a good laugh. There was so much banter because I was making videos that time, and then Samantha was there at that time, and then Rebecca and Katie, they were there as well, and then we were making videos at that time. We did so much banter, we just catched up and just done really fun things, even photo shoots along the way, and I really enjoyed it. I really did. I thank Amy who was a photographer as well at that point, for giving me, helping out with the photo shoots, and then it was fantastic, the photos that she did for me. I really enjoyed it, and even the con as well. I went this year's, a couple months back, 2017. It was pretty cool. I cosplayed Digimon and then Final Fantasy Type 0 Ace. It was a good venue, and it was obviously it's the same place and stuff. I really enjoyed it. I did enjoy the con. I had no regrets on it. The cost, it was just ridiculous, traveling and the hotel wise. So it was really insane. The people I met and stuff, and then the people, obviously the ones I know who live in Aberdeen, I managed to reunite with them, so which is really great. The con was crazy. It was so busy. I don't know which one was the busiest, either this year or the last year's one. I can't remember, but it was insane. But I did enjoy the con though. I really did. I get told that they're going to move another different area for Granite City now. Still be in Aberdeen, but it'll be another different place. It'll be running the convention at the moment for Granite City. So I was like, oh right, okay. So there's a 50-50 chance I either might not go next year. I mean, it depends though, or try to go the year after. It depends though. It depends on the future. It depends on them, whereabouts the area they're going to have for the con as well. If they have it at the same location, then I'll see what I could do with the money issue. So I don't know, but yeah, that's my reasons for how I feel with Granite City. I did enjoy it. I really did, because it was so much fun. I managed to catch up with folks and even speak to them as well, and just a reunion and stuff. So, but it was a good laugh. It was such a good laugh, man. I really enjoyed it. But yeah, I want to try and come back again. I really do. The next one I'm going to be talking about is Capital SciFi Con, which is great. It started since 2016 last year, so that was the first ever Capital Sci-Fi, I think, they introduced. And when it was in Edinburgh, so it was interesting. It was in one of those sports centres, Middlebank. It was Middlebank Sports Centre. So the convention of that is interesting, and even though when I was filming, even though the lights from that the building of it is way too yellow and bright, because it's obviously sports centres are like that nowadays, so due to the brightness nowadays, so it's insane. And also it was cheesy as well when I was there at that time. There was really good dealers at that point, panels, and then they had good special guests at that point, and even the amazing cosplayers were there at that time. That was like the first con of the year 2016 that time, and when I first went, I really enjoyed it. I was trainer at that point at that time, watching the cosplayers, see what they've got. The costumes were all fantastic. I couldn't be in the masquerade in that time because it was a different small area, a small room area at that time, so it's kind of hard to try and see what is going on, I guess. So it's like, it's kind of hard. So I really enjoyed it. It was good to catch up with folks nowadays, and it's not very far away, I guess, so it was quite easy to get there. I mean, so I wasn't too bothered. But it was fun. It was really, really fun at that point. And then I went this year's one for a couple months back, which is interesting. I came back with obviously the same location again. I stayed over with David and Amy at that time for the hotel. This year one I would say is one of my favourites for the Kappa Sci-Fi, because I get to meet one of the actors, John Cambling from he did Final Fantasy 15 Kingsglaive, so which is interesting. He did like one of the Harry Potter's did a film for Harry Potter, one of the villains, I think, so one of the bad guys crew, so which is quite interesting. I was literally nervous to speak to the guy, and then as soon as I spoke to him, he was just like talked all the way, and I was just mind blown. I was just like, oh my gosh. I thank two of my friends of mine, Carly and Layla, for helping me try and support me with this. So I feel thankful for them, and they made videos for me just to see the experience. I was cosplaying as Noctis that time, so it was good. It was good though. He did. You'll probably see the video at that point. Me meeting him of Kappa Sci-Fi, and he did impression. I think he did. He said, "Walk tall, my son," at that point, and I was literally almost cried at that point, and no doubt about it. This is real, by the way, so I almost cried because the way he said it, and I was just literally was like shaking. But it was a good feeling moment, and I mean I was emotional at that time. So there was like about 12 or 13 or 14 people watching me. And that time I think they had their cameras on and then stuff, and they just smile on their faces again. So I just didn't expect it. There was a few of my friends were involved, so I was literally buzzing. And I mean, it was the best experience, and I shared it to my friends and all my friends, and even from social media, they went crazy. Even they didn't expect it, and I was like, yeah, I'm very lucky. I got an autograph signed. And it said our first Noctis cosplay. I just like, it was, my heart was like mind blown away. Well, my mind was totally mind blown away. It was just my heart was beating so fast. So, but that was a best experience, and I really enjoyed it though. I really did. If I didn't have that, if I didn't go up and all that, then I'll probably end up regretting it after that later on if I didn't. So, I'm glad I went up to see him and get an autograph and stuff. So, speaking to him and stuff like that. So he's such a really nice guy, and he's just more chilled out. You know what I mean? So I wish I could just see him again, try and speak to him more, I guess. So but it was interesting though. It really is. Also watching the masquerade. From that point, it was like the masquerade was quite busy than I expected, because there was like a lot of people signed up, even for the competition as well. And there was like for the kids one, and there was one for teenagers and adults at that point. The kids one was really interesting. So it was so cute that they dressed up. It was just fantastic to watch. Because obviously there was one of them who cosplayed as one of the Adventure Times, which is quite cool. And someone cosplay does what is it? I think it was Iron Man, Black Widow, and then Hawkeye and Captain America at that time. So it was quite interesting as like a group at that point. And then for the adults for that, someone cosplayed really well. One of my friends, Daniel, cosplays Wolverine. He took a shirt, ripped the shirt off, t-shirt off, to show like that he's a true Wolverine character. So I applaud from that. So also someone dressed up as R2D2 at that point, which is pretty cool. And also there's a few really great cosplayers though. I wish I could video the whole thing, but I couldn't video it. But I managed to take a couple of photos at that point, because it is a long competition of Masquerade for Capital Sci-Fi, because a lot of people have signed up and attended as well to be a part of it. So it's interesting to really watch, but it was a good experience, and I watched it. I mean, definitely, and I really enjoyed it. It was definitely well chilled out, like as a fan watching it. So it was great. So I'm glad it was a good experience to watch it. I really enjoyed watching it. I mean, so it was so much fun. I really enjoyed Capital Sci-Fi, and then I know hopefully I'll attend it next year, because they're moving a different location now. I think it's going to be a Royal Exchange. I can't remember the name of it. The place, I think. No, I can't even remember, but I know where it is, but I just could not remember the name. And also the place of that, it's not as far, I guess. And I know I'll be there for those 2 days, weekend. Hopefully, it depends on me. So, and depends on the costume as well. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed Capital Sci-Fi. But hopefully Keith is watching this, or the Capital Sci-Fi. Hopefully Keith is watching this and stuff. Like he did a really good job, even the crew as well. So I definitely want to come to Capital Sci-Fi. I made videos for that con as well, and then even music videos and stuff, and like even my vlogs as well. So I really enjoyed going to that con, and I'm glad that Keith is really enjoying it. I know it's a lot of hard work. He did it for charities and stuff, and then I'm always there to support him as well. I know there's other people out there willing to support him as well, because I know he's got family, but he did a really good job. So hopefully you're watching this, Keith. So Capital Sci-Fi all the way, man. I'll try and attend it the best I can every year. So but hopefully I'll try to be there now, as always. So yeah, for after the Capital Sci-Fi, I'm going to explain. The next one is SunnyCon. SunnyCon this year, that was my very first time going. The reason why it was my first time, because I was meant to go to it last year, because I really wanted to, because a few of my friends have went, and the reason I couldn't be there because that I was away holiday that time, so it's kind of like a miss, and it kind of sucks that I couldn't be there. And it's just watching my friends enjoying the con at that time. It's kind of sucks when I couldn't be there, but it looks amazing that time. It looks amazing, those photos and stuff, and then the after parties. But I heard some of them enjoyed it, some of them didn't, because there was some personal issues or something going on with some people nowadays. I don't know why. I heard the story about it, and myself, I said to a couple of friends of mine, and David, my friend of mine, I said to him, like, listen, I'm going to try and make it next the 2017 one, because obviously I'm not going to away holiday, my family holiday at that point, so there's a chance for my redemption. I want to come back, because I really want to go to it and see see what it looks like with my own experience. And then once I went there that year now, of 2017, a few months back, I really enjoyed it. It was mind-blowing of convention, no doubt about it. It was a 3-day convention, definitely. I cosplayed as Trainer Red, Yoichi, and Noctis in that point in a full weekend, and the costumes of people wearing are just mind-blowing, and just like, whoa, that is fantastic. The dealers they have, it's crazy. The stuff they sell is mostly anime, and some of them are crazy as well, like video games and artworks and stuff. And I was just mind blown. I was like, oh my goodness, man, that is fantastic. I just jaw dropped on a lot of things, and I was there with the Glasgow crew, which is myself, David, Scott, Lee, Caitlin, Yasmin, Bryony, Hillary as well that time, on the road. So it was mind blowing and buzzing at it. You know what I mean? So I was the ones who went for the first time ones were myself, Yasmin, Lee, and then Scott that time, and then it was great. It was such a really great experience. Even going to the after party as well, which is funny as I found it really hilarious, with the musics they played and stuff, and it's crazy. It's crazy. Also that the people with the cosplays was just fantastic as well. I really liked it. There was some of my favourite cosplayers out there. They did, some of them are handmade and did really good job, and I was I was literally excited to speak to them and asking some questions about their costumes and stuff. So I managed to meet new friends of mine, and I managed to meet a few friends of mine that I've not seen in 2 years, which is insane. Which is madness, because obviously, like, I got to meet like my friend Mark, Haley. It's just there's just so many people that I've not seen in there's a couple of people I've not seen in 2 years. It's just insane. Managed to get reunite with them, speak to them, and catch up with them, which is, you know, a best experience, and I love it. I mean, because they not seen me a long time, which just sucks. You know, it's kind of hard when you're away distance and not able to be that, not able going to that con to see your friends from who live really far away from down south and stuff. It's really hard though, because seeing them at that point was amazing that time, and I really enjoyed it though. So, but yeah, I really enjoyed SunnyCon for the first time. I really did. Hopefully I want to come back next year. I really do, because there's the people that I met and stuff, and then they really want me back. So I'm like, you know what? If they want me back, I'll try and come back. I mean, so the best I can, because I'll try and get the holidays, the work holidays sorted, and my family holiday issues sorted as well. So just to make sure that I want to keep myself balanced. So for the costumes, I'm not decided yet, but I will wear a costume that is not related to the black clothing of it, because the weather is so warm, and it's like 26 or 27 degrees down there, and it's literally insane. I almost collapsed one of the days at that point. It's such a great convention, but it's so warm. I mean, but the cosplayers I met as well, one of my favourite ones would be the EV Evolution group I did for the photo shoot for them. So they were fantastic. Managed to get photos with for them. A lot of them really enjoyed it. They really liked it. They want me back, so to do photo shoots for them again. So like, well, you know, I usually am available, so I should be. So I'm like, may as well. So it was good to speak to them and catch up with them and stuff. And then, you know, I love their costumes. I really do. So, but for SunnyCon, I'll see what I can do, what I can come back. So, so the next one I'm going to be talking about is Dee Con. Dee Con, I started going to Dee Con 2015 that time. It was the first time I experienced it. I was with Scott at that point that time. And then there was like a lot of Scottish people, there was a lot of Glasgow people who went to Dee Con that time, so that was insane. The ones who have been to Dee Con a couple of times before, I think my friend Rebecca, which is Becca Moura, she went so many times to Dee Con, I would say, because it's insane, but Rebecca is really sound. I've known Rebecca for so long, and then for so many years, like since 2010 I think at that point. So it's just that basically Rebecca knows more of Dee Con than I do. So when I went in there for the first time in 2015, I really enjoyed it. I cosplayed as Noctis at that time, and then 2016 I cosplayed as Zexion from Kingdom Hearts, and then 2017, this year's one, a couple months back, I cosplayed Joy Chi from Zero to the End. So that was a really great experience. the 2016 one was okay, but when I first went the 2015 one, I really enjoyed it. It was hilarious. The same as the after party as well. It's just crazy. I really did enjoy it. No doubt about it. It was the most funny one that I've ever been to since the beginning, the first experienced it. 2017, I did enjoy it as well. It was more chilled out, nice weather, humid, I would say. So it was like 16 or 17 degrees at that point, and it was still warm. I mean, but I really enjoyed it. There was just so much fun and banter going on, and then one of my props was broken because I wasn't looking after it properly. I was been acting like I was foolish at that point, so I was very lucky it didn't break the whole thing. I only snapped one of the half of it, so I managed to refix it again. So I'll thank my friend Alvin and Rachel for helping me to fix it for me, to get repaired, like a 2 seconds or 2 minute repair. So it was a great experience, and I actually really enjoyed the Seraph, the in group as well. So that was like a great first experience of being a part of that group. And then there was another Seraph of the in group that was back in SunnyCon, which I already explained that I enjoyed it, but I forgot to mention it now. That was like one of my favourite experience of Seraph the End, one for Dee Con and one for SunnyCon. So that was one of my favourites, those kind of groups, for those two conventions at that point. This year's though, but the after party for this year, Dee Con, was hilarious. It was so much fun and banter. There was a group of friends who are fans of Ruby. They played the music of like a G-rave or something like that. It was just insane. I might not know much about it, but at least I joined in for fun of it, just for the banter, and just want to see what it is doing. So it was great. It was such a really great experience. But I managed to get on video and stuff, and then it was great. And then I said to the others, listen, I'm glad I got this on video, because obviously that's an experience that we will never forget, just for the fun of it. Because they were drinking at that time, and then dancing, and then I was dancing as well and stuff, and then I was so hyperactive and going on. I'm not much of a drinker, but I love enjoying these kind of parties and dancing, banter stuff. So it's the way who I am. I mean, I really enjoyed it. So, but it was such a really great experience for this year. I heard that they're making another one for Dee Con this year as well, in a different location. Will be in September, but I don't know if I'm going to make it, because there's another convention coming up called KatsuCon, which I'm going to explain very soon. It's insane, and I'll see how it depends on my money, and depends on the next year Dee Con as well, I think, because they're still sorting things out. So yeah, I really enjoyed Dee Con, no doubt about it. So hopefully they'll keep up, honestly, because I know they're a bit unorganised, but I know they will have to take themselves seriously. But I do love the con though. I'm not against it or anything. It's just that people are so hyped for Dee Con, they just want to find out like when's the dates, or like even updates are going on as well. So just to make sure they advance. But yeah, I really love Dee Con, no doubt about it. I really do. So next one we'll be talking about is Rai Con. Rai Con was great, and it started since last year, the beginning of March. It doesn't matter which one, either spring or winter, because there are 2 Rai Cons for 1 year, and I enjoyed it when I first went. It's great. The after party was hilarious. Big room hall for the after party. Everyone was so chilled out, and then just like hang out, and then just dancing, drinking stuff. It's fun. It's really fun. It was good to catch up with folks, and it was good to catch up with a lot of Glasgow people. And then for competitions wise, I intended the cosplay competition for Masquerade. I was dressed up as Jin Kizaragi for Blaze Blue and Pokemon Trainer Red for fun of it. I really enjoyed it. I really did. It was a really great experience, and also like I really enjoyed that con because of the chilled out place, and then even though it's a 1 day convention, but it's worth going. And then also that catching up with folks the best you can, and getting photo shoots done in there maybe is great. And the place of the like for the venue, for the dealers and stuff they sell and stuff. It's great. I really enjoyed it. I bought a few things when I was there at that point, and catching up with folks was just great. Also, the after party was funny as, even though it was crazy. Catching up with folks and then chilling out as well. Even though, like in the after party, I want to get along with people, try and catch up with folks and speak to them and stuff. It was great, and it was so much fun. I really enjoyed Rai Con though, because like I'm going to try go to Rai Con the best I can, because I love anime, and also that con is definitely my thing, and I knew there was something special for them, so, for that con. So I know the some people who run it, and even the crew who are helping out as well, like volunteers and stuff. So they did a really good job, no doubt about it. And yeah, I know that there's something special for them, even for that Rai Con as well. So I knew there's something special. So even a lot of Glasgow folks are really liking it, and and I really enjoyed it, and I want to attend Rai Con the best I can. Also going into cosplay competitions just for the fun of it. I know there's like a cosplay championship, which I want to maybe be on someday. I know it's only for making the ones who are handmade costumes only. So I'll see what I could do, because I really want to enter it. I want to experience it to see how, like, I just want to see how it feels like, I mean, being part of like this. So like to see the differences. So I know a few of my friends have signed up for that, like going on stage, the ones who are handmade. So they were fantastic. It was a good experience, but I signed up for the masquerade just for the fun of it. You know what I mean? So because I like to entertain people now, and I really like show who I am on stage, and show my costume and the character and stuff. I really love entertaining people now, so I really did. So that's the reason why I love Rai Con. And then even the after parties they did, and it's a late night, so it was well worth going. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really enjoyed Rai Con. I really did. So, but yeah, I will be attending the Rai Con this year though. So next one I'm going to be talking about is KatsuCon. KatsuCon is the most craziest convention I ever been to when I first went. I actually really enjoyed KatsuCon, because KatsuCon, when I first went there, was back in 2015. It's called Back to the KatsuCon, which they introduced at that point, and they've been doing it for that convention. They've been doing it for many years. I know a few of my friends who've been more experienced, and then they explained the whole story, what the con is and what it's like. And I went in that year, and then for the first time, it's really far away. It's down in Birmingham in England, so it's one of the hotels at Hilton, so it's insane. And when I first went, I was freaking nervous. I was literally nervous at that point. I was wearing 3 different costumes at that point. I was wearing Monkey D. Luffy, Noctis, and then Lelouch at that point. It was just insane. And then I was wearing Trainer Red along the way somewhere. And then it was crazy though, because it was our first experience. It was my first experience with my friend David, Scott, Amy, Vicky as well, Declan and Laura, I think it was at that point at that time. So it was our first experience, and I really enjoyed it. I really did enjoy KatsuCon, and then meeting some of my friends that I met them from Auchinawa, and meeting a lot of new people is great, and giving out business cards and stuff. Making videos at that time, I was very young. Well, I wouldn't say young. I was the first time at that point, and then obviously I was like a rookie at that time, so like a beginner. So I didn't know much about the KatsuCon. So I really enjoyed KatsuCon. I really did, making videos and stuff. But I'll learn now that this year I'm going to this year KatsuCon is called the KatsuCon Quest. So this year's one is going to be so different compared to the ones in 2 years ago, because they moved to a different location now and stuff. And also the people I'm going to meet as well, I've not seen in 2 years as well. because I missed last year's one, which is KatsuCon Carnival, so I missed that. But I've seen all the videos and photos and stuff. They look fantastic. I wish I was there that time, and it's a small KatsuCon, I get told, so they still do after parties and stuff, and it's insane. The people with the costumes, I've seen the photos, were fantastic, and I was raging. I couldn't be there. I was jealous. I was really jealous at that point. But for that year, 2015, the KatsuCon I went, it was such a really great experience. Meeting people and the dealers they sell and all that stuff, and it was just mind blowing. It was a very expensive place. I mean, like, going to it, but it's well worth going if you want to like to experience it. The after parties is ridiculous because they do like after parties on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, which is brutal. The Friday one was like a DJ, K-pop and stuff like that and stuff, and Saturday was like a rock metal theme music. I think so, and then Sunday was like a whole mixture of musics. But Sunday was like a one of my favourite days, I would say, for the after party, because after the after party on that night, everyone started taking selfies, and then I started taking my selfie. It was great. I've never had that big a crowd of selfie groups of people as well. I don't know half the people, but I know half of my friends were involved in the selfie mode, so it was insane. I didn't want to wasn't so sure at that time, at that point, and then I decided to take a selfie. It was mind blowing away, and then buzzing, and then everyone was just having a blast and having a good time. And looking back at that photos, it was a great experience. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to try and go back this year's one. I'm going to, because obviously it's going to be a great experience at that point, and it's going to be a lot of Scottish people are going, a lot of Glasgow people are going, and also there's quite a lot of newcomers are going. So I had a couple of my friends asking me about that con, because obviously I've been in that experience before, back in 2015. So it was interesting. So I can't wait. I really can't wait, man. Even the costumes I'm bringing this year, you might have seen my previous video. I'm bringing 6 costumes there this year. So, but yeah, I'm gonna look forward and see what happens from this year. So hopefully I don't get lost, or hopefully I don't die when I'm at con, when I'm in that convention. So, but yeah, I'm gonna really enjoy it though. Hopefully, I did enjoy the previous one. I really did. So, and finally, I'm gonna explain was one of my favourite conventions would be MCM Scotland. MCM Comic Con Scotland, which is one of my favourite conventions because I started there. I started that convention since 2013 when they first grand opening for one day, and I knew there was something big for that con. So they're doing it every year now, once a year for MCM Scotland. So obviously I live in Glasgow, so that's where it's going to be held, and which is held in the SECC area, which I love that convention. I know there's half of people don't like MCM Comic Con, which is understandable. It's fine. My own personal of this, I really enjoy MCM because it's, even though it's public, but it's my home, and also I liked the place of it, like the dealers and the panel, and then the shows, cosplay masquerades, and cosplayers, and then meeting my friends there, meeting new people as well, and just chilled out place, I would say. So it can be really busy for Saturday. Sunday is like more chilled out, calm, so it's great, and I love it. The costumes I've worn for the past so many MCM Scotland, it was just fantastic. It was such a really great experience, staying in the hotel with my friend David, Vicky, and then a couple of other friends of mine who stayed in the same hotel as us, which is insane. I loved it. I really loved MCM Scotland because I'm trying to go there every year, no matter what, because it's my home. You know, it's just, I love it so much, and I just want the memories to live on, and then I want to try and recap it and then rewatch it again, my favourite moments. And I do watch other people's videos of their MCM, which is great. A lot of people do watch mine, which is insane. I just don't understand it. It's insane. I do love other people's videos, but they love my videos more, and I just don't understand that how. It's mind blowing. I did enjoy it, and I got to meet really a couple of new people and new fans, and then the people who really wanted to meet me as well, which is great. I was so speechless that time. I didn't know what to do. I was trying to be myself because I was literally nervous. So, but yeah, I'm definitely going this year because like this will be my 5th time going. So, so it's one of my favourites of the conventions. 5th time going there. It's going to be a different experience compared to last year. Last year was one of my favourites. 2015 I didn't like it as much. For some reason, I don't know why. And 2014 was like a beginning of it, so which is like a build up hype. And for this year 2017 it's got a whole new level. I don't know what it's going to be like, so I'm definitely ready for it. So the costumes and all that are kind of like 50-50 at the moment, so they're still getting organised. Even the money issues, and also like meeting people and then meeting my friends and then enjoying the con, making videos and photos. I'm actually really excited for it. I mean, so that's why MCM is my thing and it is my home, and I really enjoy the convention because obviously I want to represent for Glasgow, Scotland, for MCM, to show like what we do, and you know, I want to go to the other MCMs obviously, like what was it, Manchester, Birmingham and stuff, and then there is a chance even London as well. So, but yeah, MCM Scotland, it's definitely my thing. So I really enjoyed it. It's my number one. So, but this will be how it goes, and that's all the conventions that I've explained. That's why I love these kind of conventions a lot. I know there's more conventions out there that I've not been yet. So hopefully the next couple of years I'll see how things go. I really want to go to the conventions that I've not been yet. So the ones I'm going to explain now are my future dreams. So I've had 10 of them. So there's no particular order. So the next one I'm going to explain here is well, not explain, but like my top 10 in no particular order of my dream costumes I want to go to would be Anime Expo, KatsuCon, New York Comic Con, or San Diego, like I don't know. MoMo Con, HyperJapan, which is down London, and the MCM London as well, ColossalCon, Otakon, DragonCon, and then BlizzCon. So that's all the cons I want to go to. That's my dreams of it. So the reason I want to go to, I'm going to select one of them. Really, the reason I want to go to is ColossalCon, because ColossalCon is like a water theme park of it. So you could just dress up the costumes in like a summer version of it, so like a swimsuits or whatever and stuff. So to show like a wee summertime of the year of that. So I really enjoyed that con when I first watched the videos and seen the photos of it. So that's one of my dreams someday. Anime Expo is full of a lot of people, crowds of mostly anime cosplayers and stuff, and it's a big con. So that's one of my dreams as well, and that's like an interesting con to go to. The other one I want to go to is KatsuCon. It's basically like an inside hotel convention. It's really big, and I really enjoyed that con to watch it. I would say I enjoyed watching the videos of that con. So it's just insane. I've seen like Deja Vu Day, Mango Serene, like there's a few other people, YouTubers who do videos for going to KatsuCon. So I do look up to them, I really do. It was just crazy, and I really want to go to that con someday. So that's one of my dreams. And then I want to go to is DragonCon. I think DragonCon is really insane. One of my two friends of mine who went, and then this basically showed the photos and videos of what it looks like. It was insane. I didn't expect it. It was just insane. It was like I didn't expect it, and then I was just like, wow. So that's the reason why, like for DragonCon, I really want to go to one of those, and it was insane. I just want to really go to it, and then I don't mind going to the next one. I don't mind going to is San Diego or New York Comic Con, because obviously it's a crazy convention. There's a lot of really good special guests and panels there, so I don't mind it. I really don't mind it. It's a really busy big convention, so I don't mind going to it. I really don't mind it, but it's just it's well worth it, and it's I really saw the videos. I really liked it when I first saw the videos and stuff, and myself, I want to be there someday. I know it takes me so many years to get to reach to that stage because it costs so much for these kind of conventions, of the money, the place to stay, travels and as well, and it's crazy. But I don't mind being with the big group of the Glasgow crew and stuff. That going on the road to that one of those conventions. So I had a discussion with a few of my friends about this. They felt the same way as well. So there's a chance that with a couple of years' time along the way, that we will go to one of those American conventions some point. I know there's a few people out there that I look up to, and I know there's a few cosplayers, American cosplayers out there who just follow me on Instagram and my Facebook, who really look up to me. So, and then I wish I could meet them in real life. I really do, because I spoke to them as well in the private message and stuff. They were really nice really nice people as well in the message and stuff. So I really want to get to know them more. So I really do. If I get to see them again at some point. So they love Scottish people as well, I get told. So so that's the reason why. So yeah, that's all the cons that I've explained for like my favourite top 10 and then the top 10 of the dream conventions I want to go to, because I've dreamed about every single day, like some of the cons I've not been to, and then the cons that I wish to go to someday, you know what I mean, like American conventions, and then I'm always going to be MCM Scotland every year as well because I want to represent it. It's just the fact that I've been there cosplaying and then going to travel to cons for like 5 years now, I guess. I mean, so, but it doesn't stop me from there, and then I really enjoyed it, and then I always enjoy being on the road a lot with my close buddies and stuff, and even though we're kind of ups and downs in that point, so I didn't want to give up. I didn't want to give up on people who look up to me and stuff. I know you guys, whoever's watching this and then who are really big fans of me or looking up to me right now, thanks for supporting me though. It means a lot. I really do. I usually do my best I can to try be myself and be the best, I guess, and kind of be the best. Try and be myself and get involved in cosplay so much, because there's so much going on. I mean, the way I see it, and there's so many things that I've not seen before, and then I want to see it in my own two eyes and experience it. So that's the reason why I want to continue on. I really do. So, but yeah, that's all the cons I've explained. I mean, like the favourite ones and the dream ones, because I did dream about it since every day, and then even whenever like in the con or even out of the convention as well. So like during work, wherever I go. So I just sometimes I think about cons that I dreamed of. So nowadays, but yeah, that's really how my explain like my discussions of and my own reviews about this and stuff. So about this talk discussion. So, but if you guys are doing your own videos like of your favourite ones, I like to see them. I mean, so I want to see you guys. Your comments and stuff. You can drop it down below your favourite ones and also your dream convention as well. But don't explain about the one convention I really hate, because that's not. Because I'm going to end up ignore that and message that. Well, I'm not replying that point because that's not on my list. So you know what it is, right? So, but yeah, I'm going to head off now. So it's been crazy to discuss about this. So, which I had to discuss about, so because obviously I've been doing this for a long time. So yeah, thanks for watching this, guys, and then hopefully I'll see you guys some point soon as well. So anyways, I'm gonna head off now. So hopefully I want to see your comments and stuff. So and see what you guys think. So like, subscribe, and comment, and then we'll see how things go from here. So thanks for watching. Peace.